Chicken Little! What is it? What's going on?
The sky is falling! The sky is falling!
The old relationship we had with the United States, based on deepening integration of our economies and tight security and military cooperations, is over. What exactly the United States does next is unclear. But what is clear is that we, as Canadians, have agency. We have power. We are masters in our own home. Nous sommes maîtres chez nous. We can control our destiny. We can give ourselves much more than any foreign government, including the United States, can ever take away.
It's over. Confusion out the mind. I was gonna say out the, the other word, but yes, the sky is falling. Please, somebody come help Babylon. Somebody help hey, listen, why is it like that? You're not listening. Your peers, they're against you, right? It's a disaster. You don't know what you're doing. There is no off-ramp exit that you can get out of, right? So it's just making it more sense every day. Like, the more you fuck up, the more we understanding that it's over.
Confirmation from U.S. officials who tell us that an F-15 fighter jet did come down over Iranian airspace, and a search and rescue operation is underway. A combat search and rescue is what they call it. Iranian state broadcaster aired footage, what they said was wreckage of a downed jet, and that wreckage was found in central Iran. In fact, one of the images appears to show an ejection seat. So the F-15 Strike Eagle fighter jet can be a one-seater or two-seater variant. So the number of crew involved is still unclear. A statement on Iranian television urging residents to join the hunt for the pilot or pilots, offering a bounty for any U.S. service members dead or alive. And there are reports from the Iranians, again, that there are heavy clashes underway between the Iranian military on the ground and the search and rescue attempts and teams, which obviously have to be conducted at low level, which of course puts U.S. service members at risk and within reach. Again, we're still awaiting the details about the status of the pilot or pilots, but it calls into question claims from U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth and others that the United States, and Israeli forces for that matter, have achieved air superiority. In fact, moments ago we just learned that the governor of that southwest province says whoever captures or kills the crew of that downed jet will be specially commended by the government.
The fact that you got so many bodies under your belt, you done killed so many people, right? And you think you're not gonna pay for it.
Has now is that he has no way of ending this. And so, because the Iranians have basically beaten him, the Iranians now control the Strait of Hormuz, and they are going to determine, which was not true prior to this vainglorious effort by our leader. And Iran has now become the dominant regional power. The Gulf Arab states are now scared of the fragility of their economies and their energy infrastructure, and all of a sudden the tide has turned where Trump has no way out, because he can't leave, because he'd be leaving Iran in charge, and his Gulf Arab partners and investors, the two biggest investors in the Trump family, are the UAE and the Saudi governments. They're not going to let him leave. The Israelis don't want him to leave either, because they don't want him, and so he's stuck. And so what he's been doing over the last 48 hours is like a stuck pig and a little child. He's been lashing out at our, Asian and European partners who were never consulted about the war, saying they needed to bail him out. He was going to leave, and it was up to them to go fix this incredible
70s and down, from the 50s, I would guess, always been war. People don't know what to do with you guys, right? It just, thank God we're in a new era. Things are about to change, but it is about to get a whole lot worse though, because we're about to run out of food, because there's not
some sort of deal that emerges out of this with Iran. Do you see that as a potential possibility?
No, none at all. In fact, what he's done today, and this is open source, I'm not revealing any classified information, they are deploying F-16s. New F-16s are being ferried out of Germany into Israel and or Jordan. They're not flying across France or Spain because they've said they don't want any U.S. aircraft to fly that way. A-10s have now departed the United States. A-10s are en route. There is only one reason for those. That is close air support for ground troops. That has no other mission. Apaches have also been loaded up.
Hold on. They've used A-10.
Right? So you're looking at like most people, they might survive within 2 weeks, maybe less, because food goes like this, because you know we eat. So this is a problem. So this is what you cause. This is all, you know. I don't see how like people don't see how it's crumbling down. I don't see why certain people, because most people are awakened, right? We're not gonna play dumb, but there's certain people out here, they think like this is gonna go on another 100 years. Are you crazy? Do the math and you're gonna see.
Conduct alone is impeachable. And I want you to know that Americans will get accountability for the damage that you have done, for the lawlessness of aspects of DHS, for killing innocent Americans, for terrorizing children. They will get accountability. And you are the Secretary of DHS for now. And you think you're immune from accountability, but I promise you this, one day, he is not going to be president anymore. He is not going to be in charge. And when that day comes, we will still be here. And we will still be seeking accountability. And in hearings like this, we are going to continue to prove